Goals on Sunday.
Hello and welcome to the first ever Goals on Sunday here on Goal Sports. I'm Brian Wilson. The opening day of the new Premier League season saw 9 games played. We will bring you all the main highlights and goals in a jam-packed show today. But we start at Ellen Road. Last season's champions, Leeds United, were looking to kick off their campaign in style as they entertained an always spirited and tricky Wimbledon. The wait is finally over and the excitement has reached fever pitch for fans up and down the country as the Premier League kicks off today. Hello and welcome to a jam-packed Ellen Road as these fans welcome last season's champions, Leeds United. We can take a check on the teams now. Howard Wilkinson going for a diamond formation. Eric Cantona playing just behind the two strikers, Lee Chapman and Rod Wallace. Gary McAllister captains the side. As for Wimbledon, John Fashanu coming back from injury can only make the bench, so new signing Dean Holsworth will be with Andy Clark in attack. And Robbie Earle will look to get forward as much as possible in that attacking midfield role. The wait is over, the football is back, and boy did we miss it. We couldn't have asked for better conditions today. Perfect for football. Leeds still on a high after that incredible Charity Shield game last week. Leeds, of course, coming out 4-3 winners. Wimbledon looking to play out from the back here. Here's Barton. Just White wins that one. Only the Rigo here. But the Rigo can't keep it in. Barton plays it off McAllister there to win another throw in. McAllister seeing the funny side of that one. Here's Miller now. Back to Barton. Robbie Earle. Back to Miller again. Wimbledon bringing forward here. Or in there goes Rod Wallace. That was a good tackle there. Leeds can take it away here. Here's Chapman. Earle in there. Comes back. Here's Wallace. McAllister now. There's a forward. Cantona. Chapman. And here's Wallace again making the run. Rod Wallace looking for the cross. Block. And it's gone for a corner to Leeds here. First bit of pressure for the home side. Wallace to take it. Alistair playing his short here. Here's Newsom. Dorigo now. Instead, speed here and speed control here in the box, but John Scales has done well there. Good defending and he clears it forward. Here's White sending it back forward. Got to be easy for Sagers to gather up. This is the start of a real busy period now for Leeds. 2 qualifying games in the European Cup coming up before they even get to play in the group stages of the newly formed Champions League. UEFA, of course, revamping the European Cup now to the Champions League format. Leeds United will be hoping to be able to dine at the top table, grab their slice of the riches on offer from that competition. They've already dipped into the transfer market over the summer with a couple of additions. Scott Sellers has come into the squad and David Rocastle has been added, coming in from Arsenal for a club record £2 million fee. Both players on the bench today. Here's David back. That's it to Cantona. Showing too much of that to Ardley. Cantona trying to win it back there. Ardley doing well to hold them off, and Wimbledon can take it away here. Oh, that's a poor pass. Andy Clark putting it straight out of play. Rigo with the throw on the far side. Here's Chris Fairclough. He's gone long, looking for Lee Chapman, who flicks it on. Cantona looking to get there. Wimbledon, the defence tidying up the danger. Both sides just feeling each other out at this early stage. White playing that ball on, looking for Chapman again, who's won the flick on this time. And Rod Wallace goes for goal, and it's a good save. Oh, Hans Sagers had to be alert there. The first real chance of the game coming to Leeds. Wallace getting plenty behind that, and Sagers equal to it with a fine save. McAllister will take the corner here. Plenty of bodies jostling for position on the edge of the area. Ball is swung in there. Chapman gets to it. Sagers comes out. Chapman again. Sagers a bit undecided here. Chapman still has the ball. And it's a good tackle there from Warren Barton, I think it is, to scramble it away, but it's only as far as David Batty. And Robbie Earle wins the challenge and goes in again, and it's a foul on Cantona this time. This is a dangerous position for Leeds now. Definite foul there. This is well within range now for McAllister. He's going to go for goal here. McAllister, goal! A fabulous strike from McAllister. Sagers left with no chance. But what a way to open your account for the season. The captain leading by example. It must have been all of 30 yards, straight over the wall and into the top corner. So 20 minutes in here and Leeds have the lead. Can they push on now, or will Wimbledon come back into this? They haven't shown much so far. They're looking to try and build something here. Joseph now down by the byline, trying to make a bit of room here, get across in. Chris White's able to head it away there. Leeds can relieve the danger. And there's that ball again, swung up towards Chapman, who's won it again, and here's Wallace. Back to Chapman. Joseph is late there, and he's giving away a free kick. In fact, the referee has pulled it back here for a foul on Rod Wallace from Warren Barton just before the Joseph tackle. Hollister is over it again here. Plays it in, looking for Wallace. The Leeds have lost possession, and Wimbledon can take it away. Ball is played up towards Dean Holdsworth. Garrigo gets there. Here's Wallace now to Chapman. Nice passing by Leeds, but Chapman's been dispossessed. He thought it was a foul, but the referee has waved play on here. Here's Robbie Earle. Played it into Holdsworth on the edge of the box, and he just couldn't control it. First real moment of menace from Wimbledon in this game. Nice play again by Leeds. Cantona has sprayed that ball across the box. Gary Speed running onto it here. He just couldn't keep it in play. He's looking to make something happen again. Cantona. Rod Wallace. Some nice quick feet there, but Wimbledon can get it away. Miller bringing it into the Leeds half here, and Wimbledon have some players over. Miller being allowed to bring the ball a long way. Eventually he starts to get crowded out. Leeds win back possession. Chapman now. He's got Wallace ahead of him, making a run. He can find him, and he does. Rod Wallace, he's got McAllister coming up beside him. Burton is there though, clear up the danger. He plays the ball forward, looking for Holdsworth here. Their new £1 million signing from Brentford. Don's fans will be hoping both he and John Fashanu will be able to strike up a good partnership once Fashanu is back from injury. Again, Wimbledon go long, but it's been so easy for the Leeds defence in this first half. Chapman and Joseph coming together there. Batty onto Cantona. Going to build something here. His speed in towards Chapman now on the edge of the box. Chapman is crowded by a few defenders here. Chapman goes for goal and it's just wide. A nice build-up play there by Leeds, and Chapman under pressure gets a shot in, puts it just wide. Tigers with a big clearance forward here. Easy again for the Leeds defence. They're winning everything in the air today. Chapman with it. Went Wallace. Wallace gathers it up at the second attempt. Here's McAllister and he's played it through here, and Lee Chapman goes for goal! Tigers again to the rescue for Wimbledon. He's keeping them in this. Lovely play by the champions. They just cut Wimbledon open there. McAllister to take it. Swings it in here. Sager comes to punch. Rigo has a shot deflected and just wide. Oh, how close was that? Another corner. Leeds really piling on the pressure. They've gone short, and Chapman here. Oh, just over the bar. A well worked corner, not too far away. Leeds winning possession back again. There's White going long, looking for Chapman. Chapman sticks out a leg, and Cantona can come onto this here. We've got McAllister at the side of him. Here is McAllister. Robbie Earle gets in there. Wimbledon take it away. Holdsworth now. Oh, that's good cracking back by Batty to win the ball for Leeds. Oh, and Fitzgerald jumps in with Chapman there. Leeds fans thought that was a bit late. Here's Cantona now. Chapman goes for goal and it's wide. He looked like he might have been just off balance there. Again, some good build-up play, and yes, he's just slipping at the vital moment. Wimbledon again can't make much headway in the Leeds half. Look at the space here for Wallace. Eventually he stopped in his tracks and Wimbledon cut out the danger. Clark picks it up on the halfway line. Passes to Holdsworth. Holdsworth out to Miller. Miller a bit fortuitous there. It's come to Sanchez. We get Miller into the box. John Newsom is tracking him here. There's Warren Barton support. He's torn Newsom. He's back into the box here. Oh, and he's gone down. And there's appeal for a penalty there. The Leeds fans think it was a dive. And there goes the half-time whistle. Drama at the end of the half, but the referee not interested in the appeals. So a fairly dominant opening half for Leeds, who are 1-0 up thanks to that fabulous free kick from Gary McAllister. No changes for either side at half-time. Wimbledon get us back underway. I just wonder what Joe Kinnear's half-time team talk might have been to try and shake some life back into this Wimbledon side. I'm sure he would have been very disappointed with that first half display. Lord Wilkinson, on the other hand, will be asking for more of the same. Here's McAllister, the goal scorer. Back to Newsom. Newsom plays him forward, looking for Chapman. Taking it down well here. He shoots. Oh, he flipped the outside of the post. So unlucky. Superb skill by the Leeds man to take that down, and so close. Deserved better. There was questions on whether Chapman would even start today after Frank Strandley's heroics in the second half of the Charity Shield game last week. Wilkinson deciding though to stick by Leeds' top goal scorer last term. He almost repaid the fate there. Batty to Speed. Back to Batty. Played forward again, looking for Chapman. And Wimbledon cut that one out. It was Ardley. Plays him forward, but that's easy. Chris White to gather up. Game just becoming a bit scrappy here. Both sides beginning to become very wasteful with possession. Here's Chapman now, bringing the ball into the Wimbledon half. He's got Speed with him. Finds Speed and a bit of space here. Speed plays it back to Chapman. He can get across in here. Cantona. Oh, he's just stretching for it. He couldn't quite get there. On another day, Leeds really could be out of sight here. But while it remains 1-0, Wimbledon still pose that danger. I'm sure Howard Wilkinson will be getting that message across to his players. Andy Clark picks the ball up here. He passes it through to Holdsworth. Fairclough gets a foot in there. Leeds can take it away. Rigo goes long. Joseph can cut that one out. And Wimbledon just sending the ball straight back to Leeds. So easy for them here in defence. Chapman went the ball in the air there, and here's Cantona for Wallace. He turned well here, Wallace. With a few bodies around him. Wimbledon scramble it away. Cantona looking to take it, but Wimbledon can breathe again here and just scramble the ball away. Here is the first change of the game. Ian Holdsworth's debut comes to an end, and John Fashanu, who wasn't fully fit to start the game, being thrown on to try and salvage something here for Wimbledon. Again, that's a poor pass from Wimbledon. The danger only cleared as far as Speed. And Batty's in there, win it back. Here's Cantona now. Back to Batty. Into Wallace. Back to Batty. It's looking menacing here. Still trying to build. Batty's done really well here. Here's Cantona. Robbie Earl in there. Whiteman's been allowed to bring the ball a long way here. He's got Miller with him. Miller shoots. It shows the presence that John Fashanu has now on the pitch for Wimbledon. A good focal point now. And that was Wimbledon's first real attempt at goal in this game. Chapman's come away with it here. He's going to send in a cross, but Fitzgerald just gets there ahead of Rod Wallace. Leeds again holding possession just outside the Wimbledon box. Passing it around, just looking for that final killer pass that could really finish Wimbledon off here. That's a real brave header from Sanchez. Fashanu picks it up deep. Back to Earl. He's got Warren Barton to the left of him. Here is Barton. He's played it forward looking for Fashanu. He's won the ball. It's come back to Earl again here. Back to Sanchez. Sanchez with the ball. Back into Earl. Earl has a strike. Oh, it's in! Leeds stunned. Well, it was just as I was saying earlier on, 1-0 is such a fragile lead. Wimbledon really could have been dead and buried before now, but it's all level again. What a fabulous strike. He generated so much power in that, and it blew past Lukic. Well, we're all square again here with only 18 minutes remaining. And Leeds find this second goal from somewhere. Goal feels like it's just sucked the life out of the Ellen Road crowd here. Gerald goes long, looking for Fashanu. Win this with the second attempt. Robbie Earl, the goal scorer. Up to Miller. Miller into Fashanu. He's got some space here, Fashanu. He plays it in, and here's Andy Clark. Side netting. Well, it's Howard Wilkinson who now has a concerned look on his face. Wimbledon finally starting to come into this now, and how dangerous has John Fashanu been since he entered the fray? You just hear a few groans from the crowd here. They're beginning to worry about this one. Fashanu wins the header and Earl can pick it up. Here's Warren Barton. Plays it up looking for Clark. Garrigo will be able to mop this one up. Garrigo's having to turn back to a keeper here. Of course, the new back pass rule introduced at the start of the season here will be interesting to see how the goalkeepers get on. Well, Chapman wins the flick on here, and Rod Wallace is racing through, but Sagers is out to relieve the danger. Good alert goalkeeping. You can just sense Wimbledon really starting to grow in confidence here. Look at how they're knocking it around, and here's Andy Clark, and it's pushed away by Lukic and cleared away for a throw-in. Leeds are going to make a double substitution here. Cantona and Wallace are leaving the field, and Carl Schutt and new record signing David Rocastle are entering the pitch. The danger's still not gone for Leeds. Wimbledon still have a throw here. Barton's going to send it in, but Fairclough heads away. Leeds retain possession. Newton plays it long, flicked on by Chapman. Oh, and Fitzgerald and Batty clashed there, but both seem to be okay. Fans again are unhappy about a challenge there, but the referee seems to be uninterested. The ball is played up to Fashanu. He's a bit fortunate there. Ball comes back to Fashanu. Into Earl. Earl has a shot. Pushed away by Lukic. Well, anywhere for Leeds will do at the moment. It's Wimbledon making all the headway now. And it's the forward passes by Leeds that are being easily cut out now by Wimbledon. They're looking to build again here. Robbie Earl into Andy Clark on the edge of the box. Clark. Back to Sanchez. Sanchez with a strike. Save by Lukic. Well, dare I say it, the champions are holding on here a bit. And here is the switch for Leeds that was so devastating last week. I'm not sure how much time Strandley's going to have to make an impact here. It's looking like the last chance of the game, and Wimbledon really pushing on now, looking for this winner. Burton sent it in. Fashanu, oh, just over the bar. There is the final whistle. On a game where Leeds looked like they were going to blow Wimbledon away. Didn't quite work out that way, and Wimbledon got themselves right back into it and could have won it right at the death.
Arsenal began their campaign at home to Norwich City. The Gunners should have been ahead early on, only for striker Kevin Campbell to fire wide. When it looked easier to score, Norwich then proceeded to tear up the script at Highbury after a clash between Chris Sutton and Tony Adams. The referee waved play on. Sutton hit a scorching effort that flew in off David Seaman's left-hand post to the jeers from the home fans. A truly stunning strike. And then in the 35th minute, Norwich made it 2-0. A great team goal as Sutton turned provider. And what about this for a finish from Raul Fox? Surely a contender already for goal of the month. Arsenal improved after the break, but just like Campbell early on, Alan Smith fired wide with a gilt-edged opportunity. Paul Merson finally provided a spark for Arsenal near the end as he laid off to John Jensen, who found Smith in the area, and he was able to turn and hit the net. It came too little too late for Arsenal. For Mike Walker's men, it's a dream start to their season. At Stamford Bridge, Oldham started the more brightly of the two sides, Ian Marshall going close. The game then turned into the Mick Harford versus John Holworth show. First the post and Oldham keeper denying Harford. Then from the resulting corner, the same upright stood in his and Chelsea's way. Graham Stewart then pounced on some slack Oldham, defending to set up Harford, who stung the hands of Holworth. The second half was more of the same, Holworth producing a world-class save on this occasion, continuing to deny the Chelsea debutant. But from the resulting corner, Scottish striker Robert Fleck rose highest to get his head to the ball, and Holworth this time couldn't deal with it. It was cruel on the keeper, who was marvellous throughout the game. 1-0 to Chelsea is how it finished. Crystal Palace, now without departed Ian Wright, entertained newly promoted Blackburn Rovers, with Britain's most expensive player Alan Shearer in their lineup. It was Palace, however, that went in front when midfielder Jeff Thomas burst through the Blackburn defence and smashed a shot over keeper Bobby Sims in the 8th minute. It was the wake-up call Blackburn needed as they began to grab control of the game. First, Mike Newell was denied by Palace keeper Nigel Martin. Then from the resulting corner, it was missed by everyone and Colin Hendry was able to get his cross in. But Newell's header came off the foot of Martin's post and Palace scrambled it away. Record signing Shearer then began to start repaying the hefty fee paid for his services by releasing Newell, and this time the forward made no mistake to equalise for Rovers. Newell then returned the favour, but Shearer couldn't keep his effort down. Shearer tried again from distance with a powerful drive, Martin pushing it over the bar. Blackburn were now dominating the play and finally got the reward when Mark Atkins crossed for Newell, who once again saw his effort come off the frame of the goal. But this time, the Palace defence failed to deal with the danger. Alan Shearer teeing the ball up and volleying superbly past Martin for his debut goal. That's how it finished at Selhurst Park. Palace looking toothless in the second half, Blackburn's strike force beginning to click already. Everton hosted Sheffield Wednesday at Goodison Park on the opening day, but it was Wednesday who looked like the team with home advantage, inspired by new start man Chris Waddle. First, John Sheridan forced Neville Southall into action. Chris Waddle was causing all kinds of problems for Everton, and his determined play inside the box resulted in his effort coming back of the post. The Everton defence thankful to clear it away, so unlucky for the midfielder denied a debut goal. He then provided this chance to David Hurst just before half-time. Everton came into it after the break, Peter Beardsley drawing a fantastic save from Chris Woods, who had been a spectator for much of the first half. David Unsworth then went close. Football can be cruel sometimes, and that's what his was for Wednesday. Peter Beardsley controlling and holding off the defender brilliantly, then cutting it back for substitute Ian Snowden to win it for Everton at the death, to send the Goodison Park faithful crazy. Everton got lucky here, plenty to build on for Sheffield Wednesday. Ipswich Town, last season's Division 2 champions, were back in the top flight after an absence of 6 years and started promisingly, all Goddard trying his luck. Villa though quickly settled, and Kevin Richardson found Daly and Atkinson. And how about this for a finish? Another cracking goal scored on the opening day. Villa's lead lasted only 8 minutes. Some good play from Chris Kiwomia and David Linnigan crossed for Jason Dozzell, who managed to finish it off at the second attempt. But some harsh lessons were learned by Ipswich. A soft free kick given away by John Walk, who was booked, was punished by Irish fullback Steve Staunton. Atkinson nearly extended Villa's lead, but for the brilliant reflexes of Ipswich keeper Craig Forrest. And then late on, substitute Stefan Benlick had Forrest at full stretch to parry away a fierce shot. That's how it ended at Portman Road. Disappointment for Town, but for Villa, a good 3 points and strong performance on the road to start out. Manchester United started their campaign with a tricky-looking away game to Sheffield United. Played striker Alan Cork's deflected shot, almost looping over keeper Peter Schmeichel. Leighton Blackmore then going close. Ryan Giggs then crossing, but McClare hooking it wide. Mark Hughes then had a go from range, but Blades keeper Simon Tracy was equal to it. From the corner, Paul Ince thought he had given United the lead, but for a goal line clearance from Brian Gale. But from that preceding corner, the ball managed to make its way straight through to Ince, and the midfielder made no mistake this time. Brian Dean then tried his luck from range for the home side. Into the second half, and McClare had a spectacular volley batted away by Tracy. United finally got their cushion in the 75th minute. Ryan Giggs again the provider, Hughes stooping to head in. The Blades rallied late on, and striker Cork managed to send the ball into the roof of United's net at the second attempt, leaping to injury time. Two, 1 is how it finished. Alex Ferguson's men up and running. Spurs started lively at the Dell. Gordon Jury trying his luck early on. Then, he found himself clean through on goal, but failed to open the scoring. Tim Flowers with a fine stop. From the resulting corner, the ball found its way through to defender Justin Edinburgh. Flowers again alert to the danger. Ian Dowie's shot squirming through Walker's hands. The Tottenham keeper's blush is saved on this occasion. Spurs still looking lively though, Darren Anderson heading over. And then from an almost carbon copy move, Edinburgh provided another cross. Anderson's header finally beating Flowers to give Spurs the lead. Whatever Southampton manager Ian Branfoot said to his players at half-time was only 3 minutes into the second half, they levelled the game. David Speedy with a wonderful shot on the half volley beating Walker Orlenza. Speedy along with Kerry Dixon brought in to fill the void, left by Alan Shearer, beginning to soften the blow for the Southampton fans. Andy Turner had this effort to try and restore the Spurs lead. And then, the miss of the game. Jury again sent through on his own in front of goal, but failing to even hit the target. The Scot was quickly hooked after this. The Saints almost nicked it at the end. Walker this time keeping Speedy out. 1-1 is how it finished.
So that just about wraps things up for the opening day. Some real close results across all the games yesterday. Superb result for Norwich at Highbury. 1 wins for Chelsea and Everton, and Coventry, the only game we didn't see, winning 2-1 against Middlesbrough. Newly promoted Blackburn looking really good with Newell and Shearer, that partnership clicking already. And Jeff Thomas with the first ever Premier League goal. Good victories on the road for both Aston Villa and Manchester United. And Leeds and Spurs both drawing. So we just have time to remind you of our Super Sunday game today, coming live from the City Ground at 3 p.m. Nottingham Forest hosting Liverpool. So until next week, from all the team here, goodbye.
Goals on Sunday.